Hey guys, Ellie here. And today on my channel, I'm just going to be talking about psych wards in the 1900s and today. So basically then and now. I don't know everything about how they ran back then, but I know some stuff, so I'm just going to tell you what I know. Versus my experience today. Back then, from what I've read and, watched in documentaries, people were put in there for various reasons, and sometimes for no reason at all. Sometimes your family just didn't want you. They could put you in there just because you were slightly, I don't even want to say mentally disabled, just you had a slight learning disability in, let's say, one subject. Like my subject was math in high school. They could put you in for that. It was really bad. And I know in Ireland and in some parts of England, they could put you in what they called them were, what was his name? Lunatic asylums. That's what they called them. They put unwed mothers in there, like pregnant women in there, and forced them to become nuns. Basically. Or if a nun went out of the convent and, got pregnant, then she was put in an asylum. And I understand that becoming a nun that's something you don't do, but and then you got your baby taken away from you once it was born. But taking a mom's baby away from her is something that, in my book, is totally immoral. Unless the baby is going to be hurt by the mother. That's really not the only thing that went on. There were treatments that went on inside certain facilities. They called them, people that experienced them back then and are still alive today, called them barbaric. Like, electroshock therapy, which is still around today. I actually met someone recently who had gone through that and is a different person. But it's not foolproof, and I wouldn't do it. I'm trying to think what else. Lobotomy. That was also a big thing. I just think and there was a lot of emotional abuse in those places by the staff. And I'm sure there were some doctors that didn't really believe what they were taught was right, and how they were told to treat the patients was right. But you have to do what you were told, or you don't get paid. Anyway, that's a lot of what went on back then. And a lot of the medications were experimental, so you didn't know you were going to come out alive. In fact, a lot of the patients that went in those places died in those places. There were actually morgues in there. So yeah. As far as today's psych wards, from my experience, it all depends which ones you go to. Like I said, they still do electroshock therapy in some. I won't ever try it. Because it's a toss-up. Most of the therapy is done in groups. Basically, group therapy, like, kind of, there is something called music therapy, where you listen to music. Art therapy. There's also social worker groups, where basically you go in a big group of people and you talk about how your day was. There's still some screwy things going on, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Like, every now and then you'll run into a lazy staff member that won't help you. But then you make a big enough a stink, and then they will. Like, you don't go nuts, but you stand your ground and say what you want, and they'll give it to you. And you make sure that you're not just another case number. That's what I make clear to the staff when I go. And yes, I've been in, oh gosh, several times, because I deal with depression constantly, and anxiety constantly, borderline personality disorder, and PTSD. So, the PTSD is a newer one. If you want to personal message me about that, or tweet me about that, that's fine. My Twitter's in the description. So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna close out this vlog. Subscribe. Smack that like button. Twitter, like I said, is in the description. And have a nice day.